Tomb-making notes director swore this scene was cut, but we found it. What does it reveal about the ending? You won't believe your eyes. The story begins with two men discovering a mysterious tomb filled with immense treasure. Excited by the wealth, they begin stealing the gold, unaware that the person buried inside is still alive. To their horror, the tomb holds a devilish woman with two sharp Dracula-like teeth and a wild, hairy face. She suddenly attacks the men, but just in time, an Earth Master arrives to save them. His family has spent generations building and exploring magical tombs, armed with ancient spells. Using these powers, the Earth Master battles the demonic woman and eventually traps her in red cloth, sealing her back into the tomb. The scene fades. We realize that what we saw was a story being told by a man named Who. The tale, he explains, is thousands of years old. In the present, tomb building and tomb seeking are obsolete practices. Whose nephew, Fong, is also an Earth Master, but since there's no demand for their skills, their business has collapsed. To keep the business alive, Who lies to people, claiming Fong can use spells to solve personal problems. This attracts a group called Zheng, who recently discovered a sealed tomb they couldn't open. They deceitfully recruit Fong and Who by pretending to need help, then threaten Fong with a sword, forcing him to open the tomb despite his lack of magical abilities. Using a golden device to sense the tomb's energy, Fong realizes it is cursed. But under threat, he opens it anyway. Instantly, small monsters fly out and attack everyone. Amid the chaos, Fong and Who flee. Who scolds Fong for chasing money through lies and shows him an artifact stolen from the tomb. Inside it, they discover a map leading to the legendary tomb of the god of Earth Masters, a figure believed to hold immense magical power. The tomb contains Todd's ancient notes, said to grant any wish if found. Before they can process the discovery, a girl named Qing steals the map and runs, only to encounter Zheng's men. Qing convinces them to let her join the expedition and insists that they'll need both Fong and Who. Together, the group journeys to the mountain marked on the map. Once there, Zheng demands Fong locate the tomb. Initially uncertain, Fong suddenly realizes he has inherited special abilities. Guided by his golden device, he finds the tomb's entrance, which only stays open for 24 hours. Inside, they encounter eerie statues of children that suddenly come to life and attack. The group fights back, but Qing realizes they are all under a hallucination, unknowingly fighting each other. She rescues Fong and then Who, promising to help find the magical notes. Qing then helps the rest of the group break free from their illusions. Continuing deeper into the tomb, they find a puzzle made of 9 large squares, each containing 12 smaller ones. Solving it leads them forward, but one member of Zheng's team unwittingly activates a door and unleashes a tentacled monster. The creature devours several people before Fong uses his abilities to unlock an escape route. The survivors reach a canal and attempt to cross it by boat, but the boat breaks and Fong and Who are dragged underwater by chains. Qing dives in, frees them, and brings them to safety. Underwater, they spot ghostly figures, former humans turned into white-clothed spirits, who turn into bats and attack. The group escapes into another room, finally finding treasure without traps. While others collect loot, Qing searches for a cure for her green eyes, a trait of her ninja clan that causes humans to treat her like an alien. Suddenly, the floor splits open, arrows fly from the walls, and more members of Zheng's team die. Qing, Who, and Fong barely escape. Fong realizes the mountain resembles a dragon. They've been inside its body and now stand on its claw. To reach the magical notes, they must reach the dragon's head. But Zheng reappears with more men, forcing them to continue together. At last, they reach the final tomb, but it's sealed with a puzzle requiring the Earth God's birth date. Using earlier puzzle clues, Fong deduces the date is December 9th, 9th day, 12th month. When they enter it, one of Zheng's men betrays them. This man had used Zheng to reach the tomb, hoping the magical notes could resurrect his recently deceased son. Knowing the traps, he led the others to their deaths and brought his son's corpse to sacrifice everyone else. But when he believes his son has come back to life and embraces him, a hidden scorpion from the tomb stings and kills him, fulfilling the tomb's demand for a sacrifice. With his death, the tomb opens, revealing two corpses, the Earth God and his wife. Before they can retrieve the notes, zombies guarding the tomb awaken and attack. Most of Zhang's remaining team is killed. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Zhang sacrifices himself with a bomb to protect the others, proving his leadership. Fang, Hu, and Qing survive and retreat from the mountain, recognizing that life matters more than magic. As Fang carries the wounded Qing on his back, Hu tries to show him another artifact stolen from the tomb. But in anger, Fang throws it into the water, vowing never to chase such danger again. However, in the final scene, we see someone else retrieve that very artifact from the water, leaving the story on a mysterious note. The hidden tomb-making scene reveals a shocking truth that completely reframes the ending. It turns out the Earthmaster's tomb wasn't just a resting place. It was a trap designed by the god of Earth Masters himself. The so-called magical notes weren't meant to grant wishes. They were bait to lure greedy souls for a ritual sacrifice. The man who thought he could resurrect his son was never the chosen one. His death was planned all along, fulfilling the final requirement to unlock the tomb. This twist changes everything. The journey wasn't about finding treasure, but about who would unknowingly become the ultimate offering. Still confused about the ending? Don't worry, even the actors were. Let's argue about it below, and hit subscribe for more chaos. Our next movie recap is a total disaster.